Hello there, internet dwellers, welcome back to another video. Today I thought I would give you my views and my thoughts on the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It's releasing today, the 25th of October in the UK, and I believe it's releasing on the 27th in the US. But I was lucky enough to be invited to a premiere on the 24th, which was yesterday, in London, to go and see an early viewing of Five Nights at Freddy's. It didn't really sink in until I was actually at the establishment itself, at the cinema itself, and I was signed in and I went upstairs and I saw the room that was there of the premiere, where there were waiters with Five Nights at Freddy's like uniforms on, there were pizza boxes, there were cardboard cutouts for like photography and stuff. I'll put some photos up here that I managed to get, but I was kind of just in the moment. I wasn't focused on getting content. But if you do want to see more of that, I would suggest go checking out Dorco and Razbowski's channels, because they basically vlogged mainly the whole thing there and their initial reactions to the film. So yeah, go check them out if you want to see the actual premiere itself. But when I walked in, I gotta say I was super nervous. I've never been nervous walking into a film before, because I feel like this franchise, I've kind of got some kind of emotional input in it. Well, not input, but I've got a kind of connection to it. And because of that, I feel like I maybe would have had a bias going in. So I tried saying to myself before the film started, I was like, disconnect yourself as a Five Nights at Freddy's fan and as someone who's, you know, who knows about the lore and stuff like that, and just kind of watch this objectively as a horror fan in general, and see what you think of it. And I've got to say, I wasn't disappointed. I thought to myself at the end, is that a film that I would have watched if I didn't know what Five Nights at Freddy's was? And the answer is simply yes. It was a fantastic film in my opinion. I thought it was really, really good. I actually got quite emotional at the end. When the credits rolled, I was like, this is insane. How did it go from a last-ditch effort game to being on the screen, like the movie, like in cinemas, and being a movie and actually being good? It was crazy. I was so proud of like the community, of Scott, everyone that was involved. It felt like I was part of something that, and I don't know, I feel like this is going to be remembered. Like the legacy of Five Nights at Freddy's is going to go on for a while. But yeah, I was super proud. So the film itself, I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. I'm just going to give you my initial reactions. You know, it's still fresh in my mind. I should have done a reaction video to it when I got out, maybe on it, but I thought I want to do it at my office. I want to feel in a more comfortable space, and I want to kind of think on it before I decide to make a video. And so I've had my thoughts, and here they are. The Five Nights at Freddy's movie was very, very good. If you were to ask me to give it a rating, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. A lot of people were worried that the film is going to be goofy because of the practical effects, which I don't know. I feel like practical effects are just some of the best films ever made were with practical effects. I reckon Jurassic Park was a phenomenal film. Those used animatronics. Obviously, there was some CGI involved in that as well. Lord of the Rings, I'm not comparing FNAF to Lord of the Rings, but I'm just saying practical effects and practical props, they have this charm about them that just works, and it feels better. It feels more engaging than just looking at something that you know is just CGI. Because with CGI, you kind of get a disconnect in your brain, but when it's a practical thing, I don't know, you kind of connect with it more because that's a real thing that you're seeing. And obviously I've seen the animatronics in person. I saw the set in person. It was brilliant. I loved every part of it. Everyone on set was amazing. The people in the suits were amazing. To the point, right, where when I uploaded the behind the scenes last time, I'm going to upload a full one, by the way, very soon, maybe in the next week or so, with Scott's permission. Obviously, I want to wait until people have watched the film a little bit before dropping all this, you know, spoiler content. But in the last behind the scenes video, people were like, so I'm confused. Are there people in those animatronic suits? Yes, there were people in those animatronic suits. Like, I had the same reaction when I first saw them. I was like, you can hear me on the video say, so are they real? Is there people in there, or are they real? But the stuntmen in them, we interviewed them, and I'm sure that interview is going to come out on Dorco's or Raz's channel soon. They were brilliant. They were so nice. I wish them nothing but the best, because they were so just wholesome, professional. They got the job done. And, you know, they had to wear those freaking, I think they was only allowed to wear those heads for like 10-20 minutes max at a time because of how heavy they can be. But they were dressed up in those suits for like hours, guys. It was crazy. So yeah, props to them. They did a phenomenal job. I think the practical effects worked amazingly. I was there for when some of the shots were shot. I was thinking to myself, how are they gonna like make this look good? Because at the time I was thinking, this does look goofy right now. How are they going to make this look good? But they did it. Honestly, like Ryan had a concern as well. Like there was a certain shot in the trailer of Foxy like sprinting, and he was like, oh god, like how's that going to come across like when the movie releases? But when that scene played, we were like, oh Wow. Okay, that was really good. I mean, obviously practical effects are good, but they'll only get you so far. You need a little bit of post-production kind of spice, I guess, to make it look even better. And they did a phenomenal job there as well. The story in itself, I think, lends itself well to Five Nights at Freddy's. Obviously, it's not to a T to the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. I feel like it's like the books, in which they're going to be kind of building their own universe within this movie franchise. But it is obviously going to be similar. The boneworks are going to be the frameworks there. 5 dead kids, animatronics, William Afton. It's going to be the same thing, but different, just so there's surprises along the way for die-hard fans. And talking of which, if you are a die-hard fan of the Five Nights at Freddy's movies, you're going to love this film. Honestly, you're going to absolutely love this film. And if you don't, maybe you're hypercritical. I don't know. Everyone has their own opinion. This is just my opinion. You know, you could... How dare you, Gizmo? Now, you apologize to the people, Gizmo. You interrupted my video. Say sorry now. Where was I? Yes, if you're a die-hard fan, you're going to love this. And obviously, yeah, this is just my opinion, you know. And like I said, I feel like maybe I'm going in with a bias because I feel like I have some kind of involvement with this and an emotional attachment. And I just really, really want it to do well. Just for the sake of like game to film adaptations, you know, they historically aren't that great. Do you mind? But honestly, from the bottom of my heart, guys, I can say that this one was really good. It wasn't goofy at all. They made it look super, super cool. One thing I will say without spoiling is the animatronics, they made the way they kind of portrayed them. You know that there's kids there, that they're just kids in big animatronic bodies, basically. And they kind of captured the essence of kids in the suits, and they made them like all friendly and just innocent. And obviously there's a darker side to them, but still you can tell that they're just kids, like, when it comes down to it, and they just want to have fun. That's all I'm going to say there. I'm not going to spoil this. Technically I could. If I wanted to, I could tell you what happens, but I'm not going to. My embargo released on 8 a.m, so I could literally just say what's... But I want you guys to go and experience it for yourself. Maybe I can do like an in-depth review later down the line. I don't think so. I'll leave that up to kind of like Dorco and maybe Raz down, you know, they're the kinds of channels that do that kind of thing, especially when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's. And I'm not saying it's not worth going into, it's just I don't think I'll do it justice like those guys would. Go check out all the guys, by the way. I traveled with them. It was me, Ryan, Lewis, Raz, and Pauline, who is Ryan's girlfriend, and Lewis's friend as well, who's really nice. But yeah, the story was really good. Like I said, it lends itself well to the Five Nights at Freddy's universe, but it's going to be very different in terms of, not very different, but it's just going to be different in terms of what you're maybe used to seeing. The acting, class, absolutely class. Everyone did a phenomenal job. There wasn't one person who I thought, okay, wow, that was a weak performance there. It kind of like pulled me out of it. I was fully immersed. I had to go, to tell the truth, I had to go to the toilet. I was bursting for a wee, like just towards the beginning. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to miss anything here. I'll run. But I really enjoyed the acting, the way it was put together. It, like, the story in general, it kind of makes sense, you know. It's like, why is this person here? Oh, he's here for this reason. Okay, so why is he going back there? For this reason. Why is she there? For this reason. Why is she there? For this reason. It all makes sense, and it all ties together so good. And there's so many little moments in... Can you stop? There's so many moments in the film where diehard fans are you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna love it. What I will say as well is stay towards the end of the credits, because something familiar sounding happens. That's all I'm gonna say there. If I was to give it a review, I don't know if I've already done this. I think I already have, but I'd give it a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. I thought it was phenomenal. I think the story was great. The production team did a fantastic job. The actors did a fantastic job. And I'm just so excited to see where the franchise is going to go and how they're going to kind of fit the other games in this kind of universe. It'll be very interesting to see for sure. But either way, I'm hyped for it. I wish nothing but the best for the franchise. Obviously, FNAF is basically the reason why I do YouTube. It's the reason I can do YouTube, because, you know, I gained a following from that on my old 8-bit gaming channel, and I'll be forever grateful for that. And Scott should be super proud of what's been created, and everyone involved, obviously. But guys, go check it out. It's out now in the UK. It's out on the 27th, I believe, in the US, in cinemas and on Peacock. which is an American streaming service, I think. Go check it out. Let me know what you think. You should comment it down below if you've seen it. Tell me your thoughts on it. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, completely fine. I loved it, and I'm not gonna change my mind on that. But yeah, you're all welcome to your own opinions, obviously. Thank you guys for watching this. I hope you did enjoy. I hope you're hyped for the film. You're gonna love it. Well, I hope you're gonna love it. I loved it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.